excited tonight because this is my first live session here on YouTube. So please bear with me. I usually do my sessions over on my Facebook channel, on my own Facebook page. For those of you who are new, please, before we start, if you're able to, much appreciated, hit the subscribe button and bang that bell, smash that bell, whatever they say these days. Give me some support. And for those of you who wish to join my Facebook group, Blue Lightning Reiki Center, just a quick search, Blue Lightning Reiki Center, with the Taoist yin yang symbol and the blue energy, and you'll be able to find me there. So what we usually do here, it may be a little bit longer because I'm new on YouTube and some audience members might be new to this and will need a bit of guidance as I work my way through the different techniques. And if you wanted to know a little bit more about my YouTube, how my Taoist side and my Reiki healing side came together, I have a video. I'm in my library, so you might want to check that out when you have some time. So all you need to do is just relax, take a few deep breaths to clear your mind and your surroundings, so you'll be able to be more centered and more focused on sitting down and receiving healings. So I'm going to do a few inhale and exhales with you guys. Should clear one's mind. And I'm just new to this screen, Facebook screen, just having a little look to see. But, even if you're watching in replay, just treat this as live. As long as you're sat down, relaxed, and be focused. Reiki energy, the Taoist magic spells and things, they all transcend space and time. As long as you're open to receiving and believing, you will receive it. Have we got someone here? Oh, we've got a few viewers. Suddenly went up to 4, so welcome aboard. And just say hello if you're one of my audience members from Facebook or something. Feel free to type in a few words and comments. I'm still figuring my way around here, so it's so exciting. My first video, my first live session. I'm just wondering how messages come in on the screen. They're coming on the top. Fantastic. So yeah, like I said, take a few deep breaths, inhale, exhale, to calm your mind. And what I usually do is I start off with writing one of my Taoist healing spells or pain relief. For those of you who have pain relief, and I'm also thinking about folks out there that I know of who need it. So what I usually do is ask you guys just to be open to receiving those who need the physical pain relief spell. Once I've crafted it and send it through the screen, just be open to receiving it into your body, into your system, and hopefully it'll help you reduce pain relief. So without further ado, let's go. Straight to the screen, coming out to hundreds, thousands of you who need the healing physical pain relief. So it's all of you. And I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one will be crafted for general purpose healing. So focus on what you need healing in your system. Think about it, be focused, And once I've crafted it, I will send it through the screen to be absorbed into your system and help you with the healings that you need. So while you're doing that, I'll be crafting. Going out to all of you. That'll be absorbed into your systems, helping you with healing across the board. That's that one done. Just have this lift. Just make sure you have plenty of water to drink. Keep yourself hydrated. I got so excited I forgot to say my prayer that I used to say prior to coming on live. So if you excuse me for a moment, no doubt the gods and immortals already know, but I still need to say it. My silent prayer. If you give me a moment. Well, that's that one done. Right, so we're going to move on to our next technique. So we've done that one, we've done this one, and we're going to start off with what we call our starlight grounding. Just like grounding, but with some divine energy thrown into the mix, some divine help from the 28 immortal masters up there. So this is best done if you're stood on the ground, or at least with your feet on the ground. If you're bedridden, then just stay where you are. Just have to do the best we can. So just like grounding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on the 28 immortal masters, and then when I get round to placing my palm likewise, I'll be visualizing my palm on top of your crown, a universal figure that represents everyone that I'm including. For approximately a minute or so, I'll be channeling divine energy through your system, out of your feet, deep into the ground. And that process will, like I said, last approximately a minute or so. So if you get yourself ready, and I will start now. And I place my palm on top of your crowns. Just relax and just know that I'm channeling divine energy through your crown, through your entire body, out of your feet, deep into the ground now. And that will be happening continually. And if you're able to focus on the job, no distractions, Give it another 20 seconds. And we disconnect. Like I said, during these healing sessions, they do take time. So, if you've got time and you're able to sit down, I always believe you get what you put in. So hopefully if you're here for healings, make a bit of time for yourself. Love yourself more. The best you can do for you is to sit down and grab some quality healing. I mean, like I said, some of you will be watching this in replay. Just watch, pick and choose what you need for healings. So I've just done that one. Just done the starlight grounding. Checking on the So we're going to move on to our next technique. It's going to be the whole body Reiki surgery healing. So no matter what issues you've got, from head to toe, back to front, left to right, there's something here for you. And no, we're not going to that. I'm moving a bit too quickly. Rewind back a bit. I'm doing the 12 chakra coloured energy ball tune-up for you. So hopefully give your house a bit of a spring cleaning and a bit of tidying. So all you need to do is just relax, preferably if you're stood up or sat down. And for those of you who are new to what this is a bit like taking your car into the garage mechanics, to have it to have the annual inspection done, to have it serviced, MOT'd, pampered, coming out in tippy-toppy condition. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to be starting, same again, we're going to be using a universal body that represents everyone that we're including. And we'll be starting from your stellar gateway, which is approximately 1 meter above your crown. And it's going to be a golden orange. So when I'm ready, and when I push the golden orange through the screen, if you're able to, just visualize the golden orange coming through the screen to your stellar gateway, and I'll do the rest. So let's start with stellar gateway, golden orange. That's that one done. Next one down, we're going to move on to your soul star, which is going to be a magenta blue. So here we go, magenta blue. Next one down, we come to your causal, and that's going to be a moonstone colour. So here comes moonstone. Next one down, we come to your crown chakra. And that's going to be a golden colour. Next one down, we come to your third eye chakra. So with the crystal clear green light. We move on to your next chakra, which will be your throat chakra, and that's going to be a radiant blue. Down we come to your heart chakra. It's going to be a pure white with pink and golden light. Pure white with pink and golden light. So be ready to receive that to your heart chakra next. Next one down, we come to your solar plexus, and that's going to be the brightest gold. Brightest gold, so be ready to receive that to your solar plexus. Next one down, we come to your navel, and that's going to be a bright orange for your navel. The next one down, we come to your sacral. Come to your sacral, and that's going to be a radiant pink. So next one, we now come to your root chakra. That's going to be a platinum colour. Platinum this way. And finally, we come down to your Earth Star, just beneath your feet. And it's going to be bright silver. For this technique, we're going to be using our sword fingers, which I'll be firing and healing aqua energy beam to surround the entirety of your body with this healing aqua energy. So we'll start now. So that's approximately a minute. Visualize yourself cocooned in this healing aqua energy beam. To finish off this technique, I'm going to be doing the free holding energy filterings, which will be bringing over your stellar gateway all the way down your bodies, right down to your Earth star. So we'll do the first one for you now. Two. And number 3. And we disconnect. And that was the 12 chakra with energy ball tune up. Like I said, these do take a bit of time, but if you really want healing for yourself, then, please do make some time. Give yourself more self-loving. Don't be in a rush. A lot of people I know want healing, but they can't sit still for 3 minutes and then they wander off. So you get what you put in. That's what I always believe. Just going to grab myself a quick sip of my drink. Right, I think let's have a look. I think there's only a few of you. I was hoping for a few more, but it's my first time here. So we'll just move on. It won't be a long session. It'll be my first one, my little taster. I'm just going to do a few things. Next one, like I said, will be the whole body Reiki surgery healing. So no matter what issues you've got in your system, top to bottom, back to front, left to right, there's something here for you. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dividing the body into 4 sections to work on: head, neck, and shoulders, and then your chest, heart, kidneys, lungs, and what have you, and then your stomach area. And number 4, your pelvic region, all the way down to down your legs to your toes. As I work through each one, we'll be doing so many swipes, 16 swipes through that visualized section, taking away what doesn't serve you in that region. And if you're able to, when we swipe through your, say, head, neck, and shoulders, just know that we are taking away what doesn't serve you. So I'll be doing that for you next. Right. So we're going to start with your head, neck, and shoulders. So it's good if you've got like headache, migraines, what have you, any aches and pains and things. But, like I always say, don't totally rely on a spot of healing. Obviously, healing's good, and depending on the seriousness, you might need to take a lot more healings than just one round of a few minutes. And then you might want to sleep well, eat well, keep on top of your nutrients. All these other things matter, which I call the 50% that only you can do yourself. Hug a tree, be positive, always think well of yourself. Like I said, keep on top of your vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes, and so on and so forth. So sometimes if you're lacking in certain things like that, your body might react in a certain way. And some people, without really understanding what it is, you might get shooting pains in your fingers or toes or here and there, and then blame it on curses or demons or something, when all the time you might have either injured yourself somewhere in your back or something, or you're lacking something serious. So do look after yourself, and if you need to see a doctor, go and see a doctor. So at least you've got a foundation, you know what's going on in the system. So we're going to start with your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to do 15 swipes. So here we go. Scroll down, will be your chest, heart, kidneys, whatever. So if you have any issues there, hopefully this will help. Like I said, depending on the seriousness of the issue, you might need to come back for more every day, every other day, 3 times a week maybe. And doing this and keeping on top of your 50%, which you cannot ignore. It has to work all together. "16 swipes to the chest, heart, lungs, kidneys." Now we move down to your stomach area. So if you have any issues there, hopefully we'll be able to swipe it away for you again. Relax. And finally, we come down to your pelvic region, private parts, and down to your feet. Same again, 15 swipes. And the next part of our technique will be once again our sword fingers, which will be firing a healing aqua energy beam to surround all of you in this healing aqua energy. It'll last approximately a minute, and we will start now. Visualize yourself surrounded in this healing aqua energy, seeing lots and lots of these healing energy cocoons, so to say, in front of you, which represents all of you being encased in this healing energy. and we disconnect. And to finalize this technique, I'm going to palm you some regular healing technique energy, which we call regular healing technique. It's channeling, palming you some healing energies into your system. So just be focused and open to receiving. We'll start now. And we disconnect. And that was the whole body Reiki surgery healing. So this one and the 12 chakra growing tunnel, they do take the longest. They're worth it if you want a system overhaul, so to say. So, please do feel free. If you're sensitive enough to feel any benefits or sensations and things, do feel free to mention in the comments. Share with us and other people so we can compare notes. Plenty of water to drink. Very important to keep your system hydrated. Sometimes we don't really realise with hot weather and everything, your body loses water. And it's always important to think positively of yourself at all times. Think positively, be cheerful. Learn forgiveness from the heart. Once you get accustomed to all these different things, you'll have a more clarity, more peaceful system. It's like having a glass of water, with all the sediment stirred, murky, and you can't see clearly. Many of us have dramatic lives and with all sorts of dramas and issues and things. But once you allow your glass of water, the sediment to settle, you become more clearer. And that's what I do. I practice what I preach and disconnect myself from, people out there who doesn't bother me, people, what they think about me, what they, if I drive a cheap car or whatever, it doesn't matter. Once you disconnect yourself from all these things, keep yourself away from toxic people, and your system becomes more clearer, peaceful. And once you get hooked, so to say, you start following that path. And I've been holding that path for the last 10 years at least. And like I said, as long as you don't give up and keep pushing forward and upwards, it's possible. And it's so easy to get embroiled in everyday dramas and things like that. So a lot of the issues, I keep thinking, a lot of it could be self-induced. So that's why it's important for us to think before we act, weigh up the pros and cons. Whichever route you take, action or consequences. Some of it we don't realise if we make an unwise choice, which later on comes back to bite us. So you can't have anyone else to blame but ourselves. So just a bit of natter, bit of chatter to keep us going. But it doesn't look like we're getting more people. Well, we might get more people on replay, maybe. Maybe on replay, because usually I do this on YouTube, Facebook. I'm having a few more people with this, but I can feel there's a few of you at least who have been here from the start of this video. I'm just going to do a couple more. And the next one, I'm going to do the Phoenix Flames to give you and your auric field a cleansing. So be ready for that one. I'm just going to say my little prayer to the fire phoenix. We're going to be doing 3 fireballs, raging fireballs, which will be phasing through you, taking away all the impurities and things that doesn't serve you. So 3 fireballs and then a wall of flames just to do a more thorough job. So be ready. When I push the first one, just visualize it, just phasing through your system, taking away what you don't need, and be focused. Forward to number 2. And number 3. And finally, the wall of flames. And we disconnect. Just going to have another touch of the screen. Still new to this. Yeah. If you're new again, if you're a new watcher live or watch from replay, do please support me by hitting the subscribe button and smashing the bell. And it'll help me grow more and reach out to more people and do what I love doing best. I've been doing this for 35 years now, healing and stuff. And in this last 6 years, it's been the most interesting for me when my Taoist side and my energy healing Reiki side merged together to bring me all the things that I mentioned in my introduction video. So it's been very exciting. So right before we finish, I'm going to just do a dose of regular healing technique. And we'll probably call it an evening here for us. Connect. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Keep it less than an hour, especially for my first one. Don't want to make it too long. And there may be other times that I might just come back and do much shorter ones during the day. You know, a couple of rounds of healing, a few things videos that might last 15 minutes or 20. So I'll be planning for those ones. And I'm going to scoot now. So thank you very much indeed, everybody. So we will see you again. Like I said, if you wish, join, find me on Facebook. All my live healing sessions are done on my own page called Jeff Wong. There'll be a picture of me in a window, shadowy figure, in that kind of mode with some incense. So that's me, Jeff Wong. And if you want to join my Facebook group, search for Blue Lightning Reiki Center, and look out for that Taoist Yin Yang Blue Lightning logo. Feel free to join. More of an information portal and for notifications, so that you're covered with all to do with Blue Lightning Reiki. So until next time, we will see you soon. So take care, everybody. See you again. Where's the off button? I don't even know where the switch off button is. Just let me have a look. I don't know where the... Excuse me, folks.